Sales development representative versus customer development representative. Which of these two roles do you think will be of more relevance in the SaaS world over the next 3 to 5 years? Let me know in the comment section. Let's also look at an example and try and understand which of these two roles is going to be more relevant and what should we do as business leaders and sales professionals. If you were sick today and were to consult a doctor, which of these two doctors would you consult? Doctor 1, who is focused on generating more revenue for the clinic or the hospital that he works for. Doctor 2, who is focused on understanding the symptoms of the patient, diagnosing the patient well, and then coming up with a treatment procedure or drug that might be relevant for that patient based on the symptoms and diagnosis to cure the condition. I'm hoping most of us would pick Doctor 2, right? Let me know in the comment section. Now, if you were a sales guy or if you are a business leader, what does this imply? Let's look at this from a PLG and an SLG perspective. If you are a sales guy in a SaaS world on an SLG model, you are no different from a doctor. Your role is to understand your customer needs really well, the goals and objectives, and then come up with a solution that makes sense to them, and not just solely be focused on generating revenue for the company. That's a byproduct of you being a consultant or a customer development representative. Now, in a PLG world, which is like a patient visiting a pharmacist and buying a OTC medicine, when the patient comes into the store, they already know what symptoms they have and they already know what medicine they're looking for. They simply pay the pharmacist and pick up the OTC medicine. And likewise, the PLG SaaS model. The customer visits a website, they already know what they're looking for, they evaluate the product. If they like, they go ahead and pay for it and they become a paid customer. Whereas in a sales-led growth model, when the patient visits the doctor is supposed to understand the symptoms, diagnose the patient, and then come up with treatments, procedures, or drugs that might be relevant for that particular patient. Likewise, you as a customer development representative, you need to understand your customers' goals and objectives and then recommend how your product can help them achieve those or solve those problems. Now, as business leaders, don't expect your physician assistants or pharmacists to be customer development representatives or doctors. What I mean is, don't expect your junior sales reps or untrained sales reps to behave like a doctor that can really understand the symptoms and treat the customer well. You really need to put right people at the right spots. Experience doesn't count. A pharmacist that has been in the business for 20 years is still not qualified to treat the patient. Only a qualified doctor or a surgeon can treat the patient. And likewise, your customer development representatives must be trained well enough to understand your customer needs and then offer them why your product should be considered. If you have people that are untrained, if you have pharmacists doing the jobs of doctors, you're only killing your product or brand. And not just that, customers are not really getting the experience that they should be getting. Right? Put right people at the right spots as a business leader. Don't expect your junior sales reps to do the job of a customer development representative. Train them well enough, make them capable of a doctor that can understand the symptoms and then diagnose the patient to what is required. And if you are a sales guy, you need to focus on training yourself well enough. So train insane or remain the same. So two key important learning. If you are a business leader, understand who to put where to represent your brand really well. More importantly, as customer development representatives, your teams must focus on customers and not just selling your product. As customer development representatives or sales professionals, focus on training yourselves, upping the ante, becoming qualified doctors that can understand the symptoms to treat your patients really well. In other words, understand your customers really well so that you can offer them what really is required for them.